everyone, and welcome to more Ticket to Ride here on the Sorcerer Network. My name is Sorcerer Matt. Let's get things started. If you're enjoying all this great Ticket to Ride content, hit that subscribe button. Thank you to everyone who has so far. We are well past 600 subscribers now on this wonderful channel. Thank you so much for your support. I appreciate all the comments and things like that. And this is, I don't know, a 5 out of 10 opening. It's not bad, but it's not great. So the bad thing about it is that there's a lot of routes that we really need to prioritize. Like this Denver to Santa Fe to El Paso can be a really big traffic jam, and obviously grabbing Vancouver to Seattle, Seattle to Portland is a big deal. So, but we also do have Portland to Nashville is a nice route. It gets us into the East Coast, and there's a natural progression here of where we need to go. So we're not in any kind of danger of going having to go way off route. I like that we're in the second seat. Really, my question here is, both red and blue are colors that I really, really want. So do I roll the dice here and grab 2 cards, which the answer is going to be yes. Usually I'm a turn one, you got to grab these things, especially going, going where I was, blue and yellow could have gotten those routes, or and red could have responded. So a little bit of a risk, but I am a fan of taking risks. All right, Seattle to Portland to me is always the one that you want to prioritize because the other routes connecting up Seattle to Portland are both routes of 6, a very inconvenient reroute. If no one responds to this, what does this button do? Ooh. All right, look at this route into Portland. Okay, that was fun. All right. All right. So no one has responded to that, so I'm feeling okay to go ahead and grab other stuff. Like now, I think I'm going to prioritize Salt Lake to Denver and that whole Denver to El Paso area. I will grab Seattle to Vancouver here shortly. I don't want to punt on it. I don't want to kick the can down the road too much. That seems like a bad idea. Great. Don't care about that. Yeah, I want the blue. And I might as well just grab the pair here. Because... All right, I know I just said I don't want to kick that down the can too much, or kick the can down the road. That's the phrase I'm looking for. Too much, but oh, fantastic! Oh, I'm getting a message here. Hey, Monty Chop Chop, welcome to the channel. I'll read your message after this. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and do this. And now I'm going to go ahead and do something like this. And I also have this wild to play with. I don't necessarily want to use that in response to something, but it's there if I need it. It's my safety valve here. Oh, thanks to me. Oh, thanks to me, I can do something. Well, hey, Monty Chop Chop, I'm gonna read your message here. Oh wait, cancel. No, I'm taking the blue. I'm gonna read your message here shortly, but thank you thank you for messaging. I say this to everybody. Please, if you see me on Board Game Arena, friend me, chat me up. People say, hey, you want to play a game? And if I'm available, usually the answer is yes. And sometimes I'm like on my lunch at work, and I'm like, sorry, no, I can't do it right now. I'm just playing a quick card game before I have to go back to work. Or I'm about to go to bed. So I'll just tell you if I am, not available. So yes, so I love hearing from you all. It's your support of the channel is awesome. I really appreciate, I really appreciate the pleasant comments that you give and things like that. It's just great. You guys are awesome. All right, well, I'm going to do this. Let's go one off the top. And then... all right, so everyone has played, but no one is... okay, I'm gonna get back to that. All right. I want everyone to be able to see how many cards I have. Okay, great. Excellent. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Okay, hang on. My wife is calling me. I'm going to keep playing, but I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that, friends. Okay, here we go. Okay, so obviously I prioritized all of this, and then I've got St. Louis to Nashville going on here. I am going to use a Wild to do that right now. I don't want to lose that. I am not as concerned about a Denver to Kansas City that I want to spend 3 Wilds on it. That seems like a lot. I think this is probably we're going to go ahead and draw here. And that's I want to draw. So I mean, Seattle Los Angeles is the most obvious. Now, that does mean, well, I guess I don't necessarily need to grab Los Angeles to Phoenix right away. That's where I would like to go, because getting the specific colors is often something I don't want to do. But, yeah, now that makes me pause here. I think that... We'll see what happens here. So red's clearly going up this way. So let's do this. Okay. Yes. So we're going to do this. And then now I've got 2 ways that I can hook up my route here. And I'm pretty happy with that. And I think at this point, I am okay. Ooh. I am okay doing this. I want this hooked up. It still gives me a Wild. Curious what Red's plan is there. Well, glad we didn't need to go down this way. Boy, Red is gonna need to do a Houdini act here. I do want to make sure that I get this route done. I don't want to dilly-dally on it. No one's running away with this game at this point. I do feel like I need to draw more tickets, but I'm not feeling like I need to be ultra aggressive with it. This will also be my last game of this recording session because my wife called and gave me a bunch of projects to do on my day off. So, I'm going to go do those. All right, I love that everyone's kind of struggling to get things done. All right, hey, this is great. So now we can... Calgary is probably the next, pretty obvious, hey, let's get into this. We do need to watch the end of the game. So yeah, Los Angeles to Calgary, heck yeah. Portland to Phoenix, oh yeah. And then we're not doing anything East Coast as of this late in the game, partly because we don't have enough trains, and partly because, I mean, I know there's a like, oh hey, you could easily get to New York. I'm like, nope, no. Not dealing with that. Not dealing with trying to get black and all that. Like, no, we're not doing that. Who am I most concerned about right now? Probably yellow. Because yellow has probably a Los Angeles to Miami, a San Francisco to Atlanta, and maybe a smaller route on the East Coast. Huh. So I'm okay spending the wild to do this. I thought about rolling the dice and grab another yellow and not using the wild and all. I don't want to do that. I would much rather just have things done. Getting into Chicago wouldn't be the worst idea. Be a little bit of a risk at this point of the game, but I'm also not going to do that. Vancouver to Santa Fe, heck yeah. And now all these East Coast routes. I mean, at this point, though, I still have 13 trains. So, I do need to, grab something. So, I'm feeling real good about where we're at in this game. So what? Red's got... First of all, great job by Red. That... Wow. That was a great reroute. Thought that was going to be a little bit more difficult than what it ended up being. Now it helped that... Okay, I'm going to grab this green. And then I'm just going to grab stuff off the top. Because at this point, again, what am I really hoping to hit? And not necessarily what am I hoping to hit, but what can I get to? So, easy to be like, oh, man, look, if we can get Portland to Pittsburgh, then we can get this St. Louis to Pittsburgh route. Yeah, except that I need 3 more green when someone's at single-digit trains. I don't love that. Probably going to keep drawing tickets, though. Calgary to Nashville. Yes, please. Salt Lake to Kansas City. Awesome. Calgary to Phoenix. Yes. And then no to the Sault Ste. Marie to Oklahoma City. Well, that's just great. This is just awesome. This is great. This is so much fun. What a game of Ticket to Ride. I mean, at this point, I don't really need to draw any more tickets. I have 10, and they're all completed. I need to look to move this game to its end. The problem is, I still have 13 trains left. I've done this all in, 32 trains? My goodness. Yeah, I'm feeling real good about this. The bee's knees would have been to hit Vancouver. This is when you want to hit Vancouver to Portland. To just get an extra ticket. I mean, at this point, I don't want to draw too many more tickets because I'm not entirely sure. I'm going through the Rolodex of tickets. Obviously, I do not have them all memorized. But I have a lot of the tickets that are like the Calgary... I have those. So I don't just want to keep drawing and then purposefully miss stuff. But I also know that I really want someone else to end this game. Yellow, end the game right now. Come on. Come on, other people do my work for me. I mean, I could just start blocking people. Like, blue clearly wants to go Seattle to Calgary. I could just grab that. I guess Helena is something I could get into if I really wanted to. I mean, I'm just going to grab... I'm going to grab things that are on board to try to... I don't know, I guess I could go down to Dallas? I don't know. I've never been in this position where I feel great. I don't need any routes. I'm not going for anything. Oh, I guess I'll grab this black. Oh, man, what a relaxing way to play Ticket to Ride. All right, I guess we'll grab this one, and I don't know, off the top. Oh, look at that! Wow. Okay, so I'll say if I can get one more black, this would be great. I'll just grab like Sault Ste. or I guess, yeah, I'll just grab a Sault Ste. Marie to Montreal, and then this route of 4. No, boo. So I'll go like this. Oh my gosh. Do I block blue? I guess no. I don't know. I think we just. I mean, how big of a jerk do I need to be? All right. Well, you know what? I'm not the jerk. That's fine. I will happily do this to get the points. Oh my gosh! What a weird end. I wish I would have been able to get that route of 4 though, because that would be an extra 7 points, which would have been great. But hey, you know what? That's fine. I'm not worried about red. Yellow would be yellow is probably the person I'm worried about the most as of this point, but they only have 4 tickets. Seattle to Oklahoma City. There's Denver, St. Louis. Okay. There's a very loud bird outside. I think that bird has made an appearance in my videos. Oh, man, look at this. Okay, here we go. So, clearly we get the 15-point bonus. Yes. Wow. Just what a game. That's the dream right there. You're at the end of the game. You're just drawing cards to get cards to get points. Yeah, yellow. Yeah, so yellow had some good routes. Nothing big though. So we ran away with that game. I believe yellow has longest train, but yeah, we ran away with that one. Woo! All right, man. That is, every so often it's great to get a game like this, where you just really take it. I really felt like GG everybody. After that last ticket draw that got me up to 10 tickets, it's very difficult for me to see myself losing this game. The only way that I could have seen it would be if yellow had maybe 2 more tickets and just had all like San Francisco to Washington and all this other stuff. Anyway, let's look at some stats. So, the thing here is, with all this, I was still only 12 points behind points with claimed routes. That's often what, where you can get away with less tickets, is if you just claim you have a bunch of high routes. I mean, 111 with completed destinations. The next closest person was 64. Oh, my goodness. Let's see here. Interesting. Again, I was very low, but not the lowest of the collected train cards. I took more visible train cards that game, which was interesting. Completed 10 destinations. Heck yeah. Again, I was, the highest players were at 3, so nothing too bad there. And then kept keeping 7 additional cards. I kept as many as the other 3 players combined. So yeah. What does this button do? I'm in a what does this button do thing here. Oh, okay. Oh, wow, look at this. Wow, I have had 332 victories on 710 games of Ticket to Ride. Yowza. Let's see here. Oh, this is interesting. I guess. Wow. I average 0.73 uncompleted destinations a game, and I average just under 6 completed destinations. Oh, this is really interesting. All right, well, wow. Okay, cool. Wow, this is so okay. Hang on, we're gonna look at this here. I average 7 more points with completed destinations than the average player. Interesting that I have less than the average player on claimed routes. Let's see here. About about average there. I don't really focus on Longest Train. Interesting that I tend to keep. Now, this could also be I play the Mega Expansion, and the base game does not force you to keep 3. I keep on average about 2.94 additional. This is very interesting stuff. Okay, well, hey, if you have not looked at this, first of all, if you're not a premium subscriber on Board Game Arena, highly recommend it. This is not sponsored at all. I highly recommend it for exactly stuff like this. So, hey, again, hit that subscribe button. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.